Hi, welcome to my YouTube channel. I hope you're well. I'm so sorry I missed last week's, but there is a good reason. I was on a cruise. I was sailing around the Bahamas, Key West, and the reason why I was on the cruise is because it was an incentive trip that I achieved through the one-to-one diet. And every year, head office, they put on incentives for us as consultants to aim for, because, it's all very well. We love, supporting our clients and, earning a lovely living from it. However, it's also nice to get rewards and recognition, etc. So having that something little extra to go for is something really exciting. Now, if you'd said to me when I joined this business 6.5 years ago, Jo, you're going to go on this incentive cruise, you're going to be flown to Miami, you're going to be picking up the Virgin Voyage, sailing around Key West, going to Bimini in the Bahamas, all expense paid, I never in a million years would have believed you. Because people like me don't win stuff like that or achieve stuff like that. That's just never been kind of like, something that's happened. And it took me a long while to think, well, it's not just a case of wishing and hoping. If I wanted to achieve it, it was something that I was going to have to work for. And I suppose it's back then when I started thinking about how much it means to me. What do I want to achieve? How much consistency comes into everything. And we hear that a lot. We hear about consistency, we hear about showing up, but it really is the magic. It's the magic, it's the secret sauce, it's the magic potion. Whenever anybody asks what you did, how you did it, the only thing is that we can come back to is that we were consistent. Now, you and I could be running a business simultaneously doing exactly the same thing. And maybe you and I were doing the same thing every day, but you stopped at 3 months. And I thought, you know what, I'm just going to keep going. Because sometimes when you do something for a short amount of time and you feel like, oh, I don't feel like it's going anywhere, I can't see anything, the results aren't happening, there's no point, I might as well give up. And a lot of people do tend to give up. In most things, around about the 3-month mark, maybe 3 to 6 months, because what they feel they are doing isn't working. So they stop. Now, let's use this as an example. If I was doing exactly the same thing as you've been doing for the last 3 to 6 months, the only difference is that I continued. I didn't change anything that I was doing, but the only thing that I was doing is I'd continued to do it. And it's because of that mindset. It's because of that, you know what, Jo, if you stop, you're never going to get there. So if I keep going, then over time, the months were starting to show me, things were happening and I could slowly start seeing a shift. And that's when, and that is how I achieved the incentive, because I didn't give up. Sometimes I know it's really difficult when you're on a weight loss journey, the half pounds that we lose every week, or maybe it's the pound, in that moment, it feels in isolation. Oh, that's not a lot. I've only lost a pound this week. I've only lost half a pound. But when we look at where we were when we first started, and maybe we might be about 12 weeks in, and maybe we could be £12 down. So even though you might think, oh, it's only £1 a week, actually what we need to do is look where we started. Look where we started and where we are now. And I think that a lot of people are really quick to say, oh, it's not working, I'm going to try something else. And then they do that new thing for 3 months, 6 months, and they go, oh, it's not working, I'm going to try something else. If you decided to choose to something and stick at it for a really good, decent amount of time, doing the showing up, putting the effort in, you will see those results. You've just got to stick at it for a little while. And, it could have been so easy for me at any point to go, my business isn't growing, it's not working, there's no point, I'm never going to achieve it, and just called it quits. But because I chose to plough on, to work through the tough times, even in those moments of self-doubt wonder if it was working, would it all be worth it? And the answer is yes. The answer is yes, because I went on the cruise and I proved to myself that it's worth doing, that anything that you really, really want to do, you've got to show up. You've got to, come with the attitude of like, I know that I've got to make this work. And if I've got to make this work, I've got to put the effort in. And even when you don't want to feel like it, even when you just think, is it working? Is it not working? By choosing to quit and start the whole process all over again, you're just going to delay and delay and delay and delay. And that's what it's like when it comes to your weight loss journey. I have had a lot of slimmers who have, over the course of time, have come to me, then they've stopped, and then they've come back, then they've stopped, and they've come back because they believe in the diet. They love the products. They've got the accountability. They've got the service. They know that it works. It's just that sometimes we're a little bit too impatient and we think, I should be losing all of this weight and why isn't it coming off? I've just had a salad. Why am I not at my goal weight? And as much as I would love that to be the case, it doesn't work like that. And my issue is that I see so many people flitter around chasing the next fad, the next quick fix. And like, there is no quick fix. You might see it, you might hear it, but you believe it. But unfortunately, the quick fixes that you might see, it will come back to bite you in the bum. Because we've not done the real work. We've not really, addressed our relationship with food. We've not worked on our mindset. We've not learned how to manage food noise versus hunger. And it's that learning, it's those skills that will mean that even when it's tough, even when you feel like throwing the towel in, that's when you show up. Because it's in those moments where the magic happens. That is the key to success. So if you've been thinking about the one-to-one diet, and if you have been flipping around and you're flittering and you're thinking, why won't it work? It's most likely because you just haven't given it enough of a chance, and you've felt that I should be losing more. And if you go somewhere else, you've got to start the whole process all over again. So my challenge to you is that I've got a September payday deal running. So if you can commit to saying, Jo, I want to give the next 3 months, October, November, December, taking you through to Christmas, I want to commit to the next 3 months to really make an impact, to really see change. I don't want to keep letting myself down. I don't want to keep convincing myself that I can't do it. I really want to see what will happen if I do give it a go, because we are so worried about what happens if I fail. But what happens if you see it through to the end? What happens when you are wearing that amazing dress that you want to wear at Christmas, when you are going cold water swimming for the first time, where you are going back out dating because you've got more confidence? There are so many things that we hold ourselves back from doing because we're so conscious about our weight. And all it takes is a little bit of time, consistency and effort, and you will achieve your goal. So if you are ready to commit and say, Jo, I want to go in for the next 2-3 months and I want to see improvement. And if you're prepared to stick to it, even in the toughest of times, you will see the result and you will feel so proud of yourself. I know exactly how it feels like. I've been there when I've questioned, can I do it? It is tough, it is hard, and all of those thoughts. And trust me, we all have those thoughts. But the thing that I keep coming back to time and time again is that I am still maintaining my 8 stone weight loss and almost 9 years later. And for me, that is the joy. That is the joy that means I can go out and wear the clothes that, I feel good in. I've got confidence. I'm going to be 50 in May next year, and I love the fact that I am taking care of myself, that my boys see active, healthy parents, because I want to be around for their future. And I know that one of the best ways for me to be around it for their future is to take care of myself, which is exactly what I'm doing. So if you are ready to take care of yourself and to give yourself the time and space and the patience to allow that to happen, then I'd absolutely love to support you on this journey. So if you'd like information about my payday offer, get in touch. If you would like virtual support, I can support you no matter where you are based in the UK. This is the one-to-one diet by Cambridge Weight Plan. It is a meal replacement product, and I'm here to support you all throughout your journey, from your weight loss right through to preparing you and getting you set up so that you are maintaining your goal weight. That is the goal, so that you can be saying years down the line, I worked with Jo, she was amazing, but she taught me how to lose the weight and then how to reestablish my relationship with food, so that it's not about blocking it out. We don't want to block food out. We need food for survival. This is about learning how we can coexist with a healthy relationship with food. So if that's what you're looking for, then I am here to help you. So please drop me a DM, message me, get in touch. You can follow me on Instagram, here on my YouTube channel. Please like and subscribe. I am here every Wednesday giving you tips and hints and updates, etc. So yeah, I hope you're well and look forward to speaking to you soon.